What's up guys, Arata here, and it's time for Arata's Dance Lessons. Let's go! Today we're taking a look at Taehyung's mic drop performance. Yata-ta-ta-ta! I think Taehyung ended up really shining a lot during this mic drop performance in particular. This time we're taking a look at the clip from Bang Tong Bomb. It's a special stage. Yeah, this performance really grabs my heart. It's amazing. No matter how many times I watch it, it just takes my heart and holds it so nicely. The way he rides and grooves to the music is just so damn cool. Today I'd like to share my thoughts on when Tete shows the more aggressive side of his performance. Let's jump right in, starting around 14 seconds. Keep an eye out for his awesome groove. Wow, the way he moves is truly amazing, isn't it? It's after the zoon, 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 zoon. Let's have ourselves a look, shall we? Look at the way he moves. He's really getting into the music. His connection between him and the music, is that what I'm saying? Yeah. Tae has a really good command of expressing the shared space between himself and the music, so you never really know what you can expect from him. Sometimes I think that he himself might not even be aware completely of his own movements. The way he moves is different each time, so I think that his mood at the time might really impact the sharpness and style of his moves. And that's why his movements are often so unpredictable and interesting. It's amazing how he knows the cool parts, and he manages to capture them all within his moves. And this is incredible. He's not just flailing around, you can really see his love for the music within each of his movements. This is so cool, and it's not something that is very easy to do. Alright, now let's take a look at his collarbone moment. It's at 22 seconds. I think it's around here. This groove right here is also amazing, right? Look at him biting that lip right there. This right here is the collarbone shook moment. The sweater that he's wearing, or more like the shirt that he's wearing, is very wide cut. And with that wide neck, we get to really emphasize his collarbone. The stylist deserves a raise for this. It shows off his sexiness while maintaining his aggressiveness. Damn! We all agree on that. Alright, up next is these parts. We're headed to 37 seconds. Let's take a look. This is an important point. Oh yeah, it's the mouth when he makes these expressions. Taehyung has a tendency to go like or ah or or huh. It's as if he feels the music inside of his mouth. It's really his whole body. It's his gaze, it's his fingers, and even in his mouth. And it feels like he's doing it subconsciously. His body's already started to move, and that's when these expressions come out. And since he does it with his amazing physique, he's able to look sexy no matter what he does. His natural talent and potential combined with his groove and feeling are able to synergize in this really amazing way. It's cool to watch. He can pull anything off no matter what kind of performance, and that is so professional. Alright, next we're taking a look at 48 seconds. It is right here. This expression. This is where he's really immersed in the music and the performance. You can see he brings his whole body into the performance and brings it to the place that he feels each sound. He's gathering and feeling the sound coming in and surrounding him. As for this mic drop performance, there's an aggressive and bold feel to it, and I think that's really cool. It's like, let's move on. Next comes the so strong moment. It's at 117. You know, I really love when Tae shows his strong and powerful side as well. Look how strong he is here. Dun 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 dun. He hits every single note, and it even looks like he's giving his feet a little stomp on the ground. He's using his hands, he's using his feet, he's using his entire body to feel each note and beat. The way he conveys such raw emotion into his movement is also what makes his performance very special. Now, Tae does have some phenomenal skills and dancing ability, but his feeling and his dance sense is off the charts. So he doesn't necessarily have to rely on his skills too much. And this is an example of what can be possible if he combines with skill as well. He's an amazing dancer. He's so amazingly great at creating such sharp shades, even if he's a groovy dancer. He really nails the heaviness and the texture of each of his moves when he's focusing on his dance skills. Literally makes my heart go boom boom. Alright, next up we have the sick transition part at 134. Let's see. It's the way he connects his facial expressions. He loosens up a little bit here. Something like this. He looks cool and a little laid back. He's like, hey, what's up? He continues to dance while he's giving the audience his signature smirk. I think he's really good at linking his emotions with his moves. Let's see. It's not like when he's dancing, he's doing each individual portion as a separate thing. He's really good at feeling the beat as one. He's also good at dancing sections separately, but his movements also convey his feelings like this is fun, this is fun, this is fun. That is the impression I get from him, and that's what makes him special. You don't really know what to expect from here. He might look happy one moment, but he also might change it up to look very serious the next. He's very humane. I think that's a word that is very fitting of him. This is exactly what you would describe as an alive performance. It's the rawness. Alright, next is around 149. It's this power and after. Let's look at his movements here. He's going off. He's literally disheveling his hair. His expression is like, harr, harr. There it is again, and look at that collarbone. And after this, he takes a minute to relax. It's like this. No. But what is up with that duality? It's as if he has two separate personalities which change depending on the situation. He's really good at using his different expressions. What he does is he creates a performance that satisfies and convinces the audience. He's able to freely control the roughness and the tenderness of his dance. He's very persuasive in how he performs. Like right here, he's one of the most laid-back people on the stage, but it's so convincing because he matches his mood to the dance. He's one of the only ones who can pull this off. And he's not just laid back, he's actually changing the texture and the strength of his dance, so it's not like he's just tired and laid back because of that. He's a professional, and it shows right here. Up next is the improvisations. I think it's around 231. Ah, it's here. He's taking his shirt and he's holding it up a little bit. He really knows what gestures to include. It's great. He improvises using anything and everything, including his clothes. He also improvises by interacting with other cast members. These feelings here, they are all direct reactions. This is what he feels when he hears the music. So it's completely improvised. I really think these are the small things which show how talented he is. He can do what he's practiced and he's able to add on top of that. He magically throws in these improvisations depending on what he feels. He's insanely honest with his dance performance, and that is one of his greatest strengths. And you know, I don't think the ladies can leave him alone. What are you doing next? What is that? It's definitely one of the more fun parts about watching him perform. In addition to that, he also has great looks, and I think that these two factors are why he has a lot of female fans. If I were a girl, I think I would definitely be attracted to that part of him. I'd be going, oh, what is that? All the time. Alright, moving on. This is the simply too cool moment. Let's take a look at 242. It's really cool. Can you believe how cool he looks here? This is where he really changes the style of his performance. This part, he goes from his top of the world pose, and then the way he clenches his teeth, and then immediately laid back. he's aggressive, and then he instantly loosens up. You can't get enough of this groove. It's the way that he changes expressions so rapidly. Look how he puts more force in here. Can't mimic that. It's like if the audience is being shaken. It's like if Tae is shaking your head. He grabbed it and he just shook it. And the audience is having so much fun. How does he do that? I mean, it's definitely proof of why he's so cool. You cannot tell me he does not make your heart flutter. Moving on to the Smiling World Star at 313. Now, it's no secret that BTS is a group full of phenomenal performers, but Tae's way of smiling and smirking, oh. Yeah, our electricity went out for a moment. That was freaky. Someone accidentally hit the circuit breaker. When we do our laundry, we have this little basket that kind of hangs near the circuit breaker. So every now and again, it can get bumped and it can sometimes slide and cut it accidentally. Anywho, back on topic. It's the Smiling World Star at 313. What was it? He smiles? Yeah, here, look at this. This is where we go, hold up a minute. I thought he was smiling at one of his other group members, but he wasn't, actually. What? Isn't that crazy? It's these things, you know? Damn, shook, insane. He's so immersed in the music that he's just genuinely enjoying the situation. He's simply a genius when it comes to showing emotion. And this is one of the points where you can really tell that he is off in his own world right now, having a blast. No one else is smiling. It's only him. This is one of those situations where I don't know if he's actually genuinely enjoying it or if he's simply acting as if he is. But I think it's really amazing how he can make facial expressions right away. And I think he does this the most. It's also not only in this mic drop performance, it's everywhere. Anyway, up next is Snatched at 327. Prepare to get your heart captured. Why would you attack us like that? This is connected to the smiles that I mentioned. Moments like this is where we all get the chills. We all go, wah, and then we're in awe. We're all absolutely shook, and we all go, wah, right in front of our screens. It's just like the previous clips. We simply just don't know how to react to what we just witnessed. Y'all, this performance is terrifying, but it is scary in a good way. Here, he literally smirks. He's smirking. And I don't think you'd normally smirk here. I'd understand if everyone was, but he's the only one. Yup, I nailed it. Next we have the What Is That at 344. This is the last point that I am looking into. What is that? The transition from him moving aggressively to going like this? Did you notice that range in the movement and the speed? He suddenly changes his moves and his style. This part is just crazy. Look at that. He acts like he's totally innocent and didn't just leave us all shook. I really feel like this special mic drop show really showcases a lot of his switches in his style. This move here looks really vibey and groovy, doesn't it? Here too. Yes, look at that expression. So excited, yet so calm afterwards. I can't copy that. The switches are so good. Right, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. How did you feel about it? As expected, since he already has the appropriate feeling and dance skills, he can make various suggestions to his performance. when I say suggestion, it sounds like a formal request, but he can really pull it off in performances like this. You never get tired of watching him. And throughout the entirety of the performance, there's this animalistic spirit within him. And I've mentioned this rawness before. It's kind of like watching one of your really cute but chaotic pets, where you don't know what to expect next. I think that's a really good metaphor for Tae's way of performing. He has a similar aspect to that. He's so free and lively on stage in a very good way, and his unexpected and free attitude and performance on stage is what makes our hearts flutter. At least I think that this is the case. Well, anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below in a comment. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.